Hello everyone, welcome back, and here we are. We've made it to the very end of the year. This will be the final video for 2017. And wow, this has been quite a year. A lot of stuff has happened. Like you've seen, I've gotten better with my video uploads. I was able to get every single upload for every movie I've seen. That was just personal. I'm so glad I was able to do that. I went to some cool places. I met some cool people. Like when I met Spencer Wyland, I went to Star Wars Celebration and so forth. Not to rub it in, but it was amazing going to all those. If you haven't seen those videos, you can check them out. And so I'm here to, instead of doing a top 10 best list and a top 10 worst list and all for movies, since I don't really see like so many movies like a lot of critics to do a top 10 best and worst, I've decided, like, just like with 2016 video I did a few weeks ago, because that was a bad, I took forever to upload that. I'm going to do a movies I've seen list from worst to first. I did it for 2016 as like a makeup, and now it's for 2017. I saw 34 films this year, and if you want to know my in-depth thoughts about it, you can go check out those reviews. But here I'm just going to basically list them, and if I have something I want to say about the film, I'll add onto it. So with that said, 34 movies, let's get right through this so you won't be sitting here an hour. Okay, at number 34 was The Beguiled, or The Beguiled, whatever you want to call it. Now, this was absolutely the worst film I've seen this year. With my previous uploads, you may be thinking, wait a minute, wasn't it that other film? We'll get to that film in a minute. But no, this film, I went in optimistically because the trailer intrigued me. It looked very different, and I wanted to give it a shot, but it was bland, it was boring. You can see in my thumbnail, it looked like I was sleeping because I almost fell asleep. And something that would occasionally happen to make it interesting, and it was just really bland. The performances were good, but it was just a really boring, bland movie. You can check out my review for more in depth. At number 33 was Life. I thought this was an atrocious movie. When watching it, I felt lied to. The marketing really lied to me because it kept putting Ryan Reynolds in all of it, and I'm like, okay. And he's the first one to die. Oh yeah, spoilers for some of these, but I mean, the movie came out a few months ago, who cares? And the ending was just a big middle finger to you because it was so stupid, and everything that happened about this movie I just hate so much. Ugh. Number 32, Justice League. Now, I've been predicting for months that this movie would suck. I knew it would be trash, especially since, now this is some theories that made me think that, where they would keep Wonder Woman. That movie was in theaters for months. It was a great film. I mean, I really liked it, but I was a little fishy. I'm like, they're keeping this in theaters for so long, more than any movie I've ever seen. And there was a reason, because they knew that this film would suck. What surprised me, though, is I knew it would be garbage. I just didn't expect for it to do so bad at the box office. Oh my god, Doctor Strange is making more. And this universe is screwed because the next film's Aquaman that comes out in over a year. So, but to get into the film, I did a video about it. It was truly a lot of fun to talk about because a lot of the characters that they introduced was trash. Flash was horrible. Aquaman was horrible. Cyborg was actually okay for what he was given. Superman was amazing. Batman was Wonder Woman I really liked, but she wasn't given enough. The villain was the worst villain I've ever seen in a film. The CGI was atrocious. It makes me baffled that they spent $300 million on this film. I mean, it's probably because of the reshoots and all and what happened. But it just, all the action sucked. It was just a really bad movie. Okay, number 31, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. When I first saw it, like I said in my review, I thought it was okay. But upon thinking about it, I just really didn't like it. It was another retread. It wasn't as bad as the previous one, which was On Stranger Tides. I just hated that movie. I mean, I didn't really like this one either, but there were some funny moments in it. It was nice to see Johnny Depp back as Jack Sparrow. The villain I really liked. This was a great villain. I mean, it's the same guy. It was the assassin guy from No Country for Old Men, Javier Bardem. He did a terrific job, and I actually wanted him to win. You know it's bad if you want the villain to beat your hero of a franchise because, Jack Sparrow he sucked. How he screwed over this guy. I was really rooting for the villain, so that's not a good sign because it's a Disney film. I don't think Disney wanted that. Number 30 was Get Out. and I really hated this film. A lot of people love it though. It's like one of the best rated movies on Rotten Tomatoes and all. I just thought like the premise was interesting. It was just executed poorly. Okay, number 29 was Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimensions. You may not even know what that is. I don't blame you. I went to go see it with friends, and that's where I placed it. Okay, number 28 was All Eyes on Me. I thought this was a pretty interesting and entertaining film about Tupac Shakur, but a lot of people like J. Pickett Smith and all came out saying it was very inaccurate, and also that's probably why it got such bad reviews. But I thought it was decent. Number 27 was King Arthur: Legend of the Sword. Now, I have a buddy of mine at work that loves this film. My family enjoyed it. It got trash reviews, and again, it's just average. Number 26, The Greatest Showman. Now, the music in this, I mean, you saw me and Sailor's review about it. If you haven't, you should check it out, because why not? Yeah, so the music was amazing, though. Number 25 was Alien Covenant, which sadly didn't do that well because I actually really enjoyed it. Number 24 was Beauty and the Beast 2017. It's nothing compared to the animated one, but it was still okay. There was a lot of crap that they added in that really didn't. Like, it's like over 2 hours. Like, ugh. At number 23 was The Zookeeper's Wife. Number 22 was Kong Skull Island. That was a very fun movie to watch. That was just a fun, stupid monster movie. At number 21 was the Lego Batman movie. I've only seen like 2 anime films this year because all the anime films were trash and I didn't want to waste my time on them. Like the horrible Emoji Movie, horrible Boss Baby, Cars, the mediocre Cars 3, the shitty Despicable Me 3. So I just wanted to see this, and you know, it was funny. It did tropes with Batman and all. It was really enjoyable. The animation and blah blah. Okay, at number 20 was The Founder, which was so interesting to watch. Like the rise of McDonald's and this one guy, how he screws over the McDonald brothers. It made me look at McDonald's a different way. Like, it was wow. Number 19 was Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. If you want to check out my review, go ahead. At number 18 was John Wick Chapter 2. The action was phenomenal. I didn't see part 1, but I really want to see part 1 after seeing that because it was amazing. At number 17, the sadly underrated Book of Henry, because I just thought it was a really underrated film, really underappreciated, and I think that's what got Colin Trevorrow fired from Star Wars, because a lot of people were petitioning for him to get fired from Episode 9, and he was fired a little bit after this film was released to poor response, and I feel real bad because it was not that bad at all. At number 16 was Blade Runner 2049. Now, this film I thought was really gorgeous to look at. The soundtrack was amazing. The plot was pretty decent. It's just dragged so much at times. It's nearly 3 hours. So if you don't like those kind of movies, then... At number 15 was Patriots Day. Now, this was a really, really good film. Like, from every moment, I'm just invested. There's so many great moments in this, and I really like these kind of historical films. And even though it happened a few years ago, it actually did pretty well. At number 14 was The Big Sick, which really surprised me. It was really funny, really sweet, really emotional. It was just a really good movie to watch. At number 13 was Wonder Woman! Yeah, this was the first DCEU movie that was actually not garbage. Well, Man of Steel was okay, but this one truly blew it away. It was, oh my gosh, Gal Gadot. Okay, at number 12 was Baby Driver. Oh man, the soundtrack was great. I love the style of filming that Edgar Wright does with his films. The cast was great. Okay, number 11. We're actually moving pretty quickly, I think. That's good. And now we're at La La Land. La la la, I know this came out last year, but I didn't get to see it in 2016, so it counts as 2017. I thought this was a gorgeously filmed movie with great music. The plot, while kind of bland, I was really like enjoying it. At number 10 was Thor Ragnarok. Now this MCU, the Marvel movies, have had a great year this year. Truly phenomenal. And Thor Ragnarok is one of those reasons, because what director Taika Waititi was able to do with the Thor character was truly remarkable. Because I'm one of the few people that really likes the other two Thor movies, but this blows it away. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, number 9 was Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. And what surprises me is, like, each year, the Star Wars movies rank lower and lower on my list. So, and that's not a knockoff on the films. I thought it was really good. There were some glaring problems that I have with it, but overall, I really liked the film. The good outweighed the bad. That's the saying. At number 8 was It, the 2017 version, obviously. Now, I was not expecting this to be any good, because usually Stephen King movies are horrible, with a few exceptions, but from the opening scene onward, it really hooked me in. This was a terrific horror film, and I already like horror films, so that's saying a lot. At number 7 is Dunkirk. This is such a great film done by Christopher Nolan, one of the best directors working today. I mean, a lot of people, like, I see problems that they say about it is that it isn't character driven and all. That's not what he was going for. If that's gonna make you ruin the film for you, I feel bad for you, because I mean, he's filming the entire spectacle from each perspective, and I thought it was truly breathtaking, especially the finale, the music. Oh man, it was heart. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Okay, at number 6 was Logan. Oh man, Hugh Jackman's final portrayal was truly amazing. The film was filmed like a western. It was really thinking outside the box from a comic book film, and it was amazing to see Wolverine murder people in such a gory way. Trying not to sound creepy, but oh my god. Anyways, number 5, we're getting into the top 5, and here's another Marvel movie, Spider-Man: Homecoming. Now, I was, from the marketing, it looked like garbage, that horrible poster. This is one of the worst marketing I've ever seen. But that's probably by Sony, and we all know how Sony is. The logo. Anyways, the actual movie itself was terrific. Tom Holland was amazing. The villain was one of the best villains we've ever had in the MCU, and it was all really good. Number 4 was Coco, which was definitely by far the best animated movie this year. And Pixar has it smart. They release their terrific films in years with horrible animation from other companies and all. I mean, this was truly a sweet film. It's one of the more mature Pixar films I've seen. Like, it really deals with some tough subjects, and it does it so well. The music was terrific. Everything about this film was amazing. Okay, now we're in the top 3. These 3 films, like, I know my list might be controversial, but these top 3 just really stuck with me. Number 3 was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Yes, I'm one of those few people that says that this is the best comic book film this year. A lot of people rank it near the bottom, or some crazies actually rank it below Justice League, which was just horrible. But this film, from the opening dancing scene, got me hooked. I loved it so much. Okay, at number 2 was Wonder. Now, if a film can get me to cry once, that's impressive, but twice, you're doing something right. It was because this was adapted from a book. It did beautifully. Like, the entire cast was great. It was really a sweet movie, really sad times, and the message, like, choose kind, such a great message to put in a film, and I just really enjoyed the film. And my favorite film of 2017 is The Disaster Artist. Now, you may be looking at me like, what? The movie based off the movie making of The Room, the worst movie ever made? Yes, because of how it did. Instead of making fun of the people making the film, it actually went into, like, how they actually worked to make it, how the passion that people can have for making it in, like, the industry. And it was just a really sweet movie. It could be kind of sad at times and really, really funny. I was like gut bursting laughing. It was so funny. And especially that ending scene where he's in the theater. I mean, wow. So, another year gone. What did you guys think of my list? I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to rank any of your movies that you've seen down below, please do so. I would really like to know. Thank you all for watching, and I can't wait to see you all in 2018. Bye.